Hi, welcome to Charlotte's Cooking Show. I'm Charlotte. This is our Thanksgiving edition. Thanksgiving weekend was just this past weekend, and I don't know about you guys, but I have stuffed myself full of all of the delicious turkey dressing, potatoes, all the good stuff. But I do have some great leftovers, and I'm going to show you my famous leftover turkey dinner calzones. Here we go. So turkey leftover calzones, I'm not really sure when I thought of this for the first time, but it was a really long time ago. They're a lot like a hand pie, which is just, so delicious. It's like pastry, stuffed with all kinds of delicious stuff. But what I use are the Fleischmann's yeast, the pizza, to make pizza dough. And we're gonna make these calzones and we're gonna stuff them with delicious leftovers. And I guarantee you it's like carbs on carbs on carbs on carbs, but it doesn't matter. They're tasty and yummy and everybody loves them. So making pizza dough using these little yeast packets is really, really simple. The instructions are right on the back. And you need a little bit of water, a couple cups of flour, some salt, and some sugar, and some oil. And you just kind of knead it. And it's instant. You don't have to let it rise or anything like that. It gives you really nice, soft dough. And all we're gonna do now is we're gonna divide it into 8 calzones, and then we're going to start building our meals. So just half, and then again. And then we'll have 8. So we've got our 8 little sections here. You're just going to kind of very quickly, just kind of give that a quick knead. Nothing too, you don't have to over knead it, really. This is a very simple dough. Roll it straight, give it a little turn. So you're looking for a nice round circle here, and somewhere between like 6 and 9 inches in diameter. You want to be able to have enough surface to put lots of good stuff in it, and also be able to fold it over and crimp it. So this is probably a great size. About the size of a tortilla shell. Anyway, so we've got this and we'll do the rest here, and then we're gonna start building our calzones. Okay, so we have our 8 little calzones. So they're pretty thin, which makes them really easy to work with. So we're just gonna lay them out here. And normally with the calzone, you would start with pizza sauce, but these are turkey leftover calzones. So our base is going to be gravy. So what you're going to do is we're going to put gravy and we're going to spread it all along the bottom, and you're going to avoid the first inch in, because when you fold it over, that's where we're going to make the seal. So you want the gravy to be a nice base, and then see how we bring it over like this. Gravy's there. We might put a little bit more on top of the meat and trimmings and all that stuff, and I'll show you how we build it. So I'm gonna start my first one with a little bit of stuffing. So I'm just gonna lay that. You don't need a ton of everything, just a couple of tablespoons of this. I'm gonna put a few little pieces of mashed potatoes on top as well. Just kind of break them up. You don't want to be too big, but you want them to be really hearty. I'm gonna take a couple of carrots. So fun. I'm gonna take a few little peas for some nice green color. Of course, they're flying all over the place. So you don't need much, just a couple. And then of course we need some turkey, the star of the show. So I probably have, 4 or 5 little pieces here. Again, you don't need a ton. And I really like cranberry sauce, cranberries. So I'm going to top mine with just a little bit of cranberries. I like that kind of tart flavor there. And then what I might do is just take a tiny little bit of gravy and put it on top. Just a little dollop. And then stretch and come all the way over. And then you're going to put those seams together with your fingers. Push, push. You could even pull it out a little tiny bit and roll it back. give it a little bit of a design if you wanted to get fancy, if you had some of those cool baking skills. But anyway, so look how big and thick that is. And of course the pastry, as it cooks, not the pastry, sorry, the dough, as it cooks, it'll thicken and it'll kind of bubble up. So there we go. We've got our nice calzone here. I'm going to take a couple of eggs, whisk those, use my brush. I guess what I'll do first is I'm going to transfer it to our parchment paper lined cookie sheet here. We'll put 4 on this one and 4 on that. We'll take our egg wash and we're just going to give it a brush. And of course, whenever you use egg, it gives it that really nice crunchy glazed look. You're going to go along here, helps close those seams up along there. And that's great. I might even take a little tiny pinch of salt. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking out loud, I might go grab some thyme from the garden and just sprinkle a couple of little sprigs of thyme on top of that. And then we'll bake this in the oven at 425 for about 13 to 14 minutes. Okay, so I have been building these calzones. Yummy gravy. We used up all of our leftovers, and now you can see I've topped them with the egg wash, some thyme. Let's put them in the oven, again, 425 for 14 minutes or so. And then we're going to enjoy these. This is great for lunch. Have a salad with it or a soup. You can dunk it in some soup, or you can just eat it on the go. So let's see how they turn out. So here we are, our finished turkey dinner leftover calzones. The egg wash gives it that really kind of glazed look. It's hard and it's got that kind of crunchy top to it. And you can see the nice shape around the corner. The bottom has cooked nicely, just like a pizza. And well, let's eat it. So what I would do is I would have some cranberries next to me. And I would also have, like, if you have chow chow or some kind of like mustard pickles, they would taste so good. Let's see look at that. So we have this delicious turkey dinner left over inside this calzone. This is gonna be so hot, I don't wanna burn my mouth. But anyway, we're gonna take a bite. Oh my. It's warm. It tastes like fall. I'm giving thanks for this calzone today. This is a really fun thing to make. It's always hard to know what to do with all that leftover turkey and all the leftover dressing and potatoes and gravy. This is just one really fun option. Turkey dinner leftover calzones. You should make them.